landslide. I can live with that. I mean, what else do they expect anyway? White guy wins from here in Baltimore. 2 points. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna just fucking kill me.
You want to step up now, man. Be the man of the family. You older than your daddy was when he went out on the corner.
That's what I've been saying, Dad. He quit school.
You ain't quitting school. Not yet. But you are going out on your own. You gonna ask Bodie for a package.
What if he say no?
I didn't take no for an answer.
Just this.
What you mean?
Who's young?
Hand me the damn phone.
And what she said about you already getting paid enough for you?
She a lying bitch, man. You see, there's a lot about this world you just don't know.
We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting the national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. Taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be stopped short of the line. And no job of the coverage team. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. So here we are, the semifinal stage. The final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff curve, a little bit more intense, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off in the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of those teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with them. Who can endure this pressure is a team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
Second down after that completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The defense came out ready to go on that second down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up third down. That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the third down conversion.
The Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10.
If you're seeing this, Prospect is available in your state.
Lower flight prices shouldn't be a secret.
I identify as a female, even though I was born a male.
So you believe humans can change their biological sex?
Yeah, I do.
Physicality and what you really biologically are, you cannot change. Like, it's this new culture of entitlement that the activism and the politicization of this topic from the left has created. So all women should be looking to do in sports.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The slot able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody these gaps sound, it's really solid defense on that play.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. They didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's real in. It's terrible. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
Moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Good effort by the receiver here. Good job with the run after the catch to pick up that first down. The pass was short of the sticks, and this receiver was able to get the rest by himself. Terrific individual effort here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They got him in the backfield. It's all costing him the ball.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
I mean, it's definitely and me, fairness to obviously the biggest question. How
Can they keep alive this long, open drive? It's the 11th play on third down now. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. Tactic works here. Now we got a fourth down.
So you run fourth down. Out comes the field goal team. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And it's good. Right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Of course, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I'd say that this is a societal thing. For me, you don't think it's
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee when you put back to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team. I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, but it doesn't work out.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back and zone, but he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
He finally gets down, but not before he reaches the 25. Georgia setting up the 1st and 10 now. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just a small gain, but it's 2nd and 9.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the receiver snags it. It's going to be
another great play by this receiver. I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Couldn't quite get there, but at the 1-yard line. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. 2 pieces into the end zone. Touchdown.
Hey, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
It's never too late.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the AT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He tackled with a 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They set it for a field goal last time. Let's see what they come up with on this possession. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Taylor. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and he has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. As this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field.
Breaks into the really nice game there.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And he drops back in the gun. Misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, 2nd down now from the 35. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made in space. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Buffaloes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Yes, in that it was.
Back to throw again. He escapes the pocket. He displays the ball away there. Moves to point another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. If it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Yeah, I know it's only the first time, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Pass rush closing in. No stopping him on that one.
forcing the throw. Nobody's open. Does it himself. Able to use that speed that he has to get to the end zone for this touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff is not going to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. Begin at the 19. Last drive, the passing game. Very effective. Moved them right down the field. The defense make adjustments. They've got it now for a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing.
Goes down for a loss. The defense all over that play. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they'll drop back here on 3rd down. Beautiful timing there. Tackle made after a short return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop it this time. It's a quick grab. You see the brought down for a short catch and catch. 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense will make the stop. Will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So for Colorado, we reached the end of the run in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? He's talking behind the line, and that is set on 4th down now. They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Buffalo starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Go to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end.
Okay.
They finish off the scoring drive. The tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, so he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary. I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
So they'll try to add the lead now to PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
this is where, again,
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One big play and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a first down. A short completion with the tight end.
That's a good shot here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss. Third down play for this offense.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the
deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's battled down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
That's doing your homework as a defensive coordinator and making sure your players are dialed in on third down. Obviously, it's third and long. They want to get their best player of the football, so you double cover him, take him out, and force that quarterback to either force it into coverage or find someone else to make a play.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. And he's got it from 58 yards away. Never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner is brought down to start the next drive. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but penalty flag on the field. Now, instead of a nice gain, we're going backwards with that penalty call. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Gets the ground. It's Taylor. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
Another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator has got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Running up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling you to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Looks like a pass caught. Take him over the 41. That's a nice game. Getting closer to midfield.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Blocked by the receiver. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. sophomore with a strong tackle there. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space.
He keeps it himself. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Yeah, I do believe that women should compete. All women should be able to compete in sports that they wish they compete in.
Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn.
Stand with the family team and still make some athletes. So I guess we have to get more fundamental here.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The shotgun running play call. Past the 40. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to 26.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action.
Definitions for everything.
So,
Those are something so fundamental.
where I'm coming from, like, so by your definition, right now, if I were to switch in my head and start identifying as a woman, then therefore I am one.
You're a little tall.
It's the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
And they've got him.
Chris down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second and goal for the offense.
It's what we've been experiencing.
Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's the running back in the flat. The completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Who's on target in this first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone to begin the drive at the 25. Now the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Ball is handed off to the shotgun.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving us back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Women transmit heat in those sports areas.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Big swings at the 40. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
That's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he has convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
In the era that we live in right now, he wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, he throws it away. That's not going to bring up a third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tries. Here he goes. And going to the end zone. Touchdown. One minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
The kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there moving away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime. They cut into this now two-possession lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. Tackle late after a nice pickup on the block. Guards will crank up the tempo. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. But it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Second and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. Brought to the sideline, but just a short gain.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long.
Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but you're so far behind the chains that you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Bulldogs will have to kick this away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Tries it with throw. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be sure of the mark.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath cover.
completion sets up a second down play. He'll hand it off. And the Buffaloes are able to keep this drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Buffalo. take it deep to begin the second half. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game.
I think that's outrageous. A friend of mine told me she drove like a 2016 Nissan.
I feel like emotional blackmail, and it just makes me uncomfortable to. And you know, you can call me a hypocrite for this, or see, you know, kind of like my two sides here. Is that I don't like it when people play the emotions in a political state like that. It's you're drawing on the emotional heartstrings to make those people attached to you, to come to you and have you think that they understand your plight, your drama, and that they can magically solve your problems. When honestly, I don't feel that any of them have ever had my back or will have my back.
Okay, Blair.
Well, I'm glad you realized that, because Democrat politicians don't give a crap about any minority they purport to care about, so that's good, especially trans people. And the fact that he can so flippantly, you know, refer to like half of, you know, this demographic, minor version of demographic, themselves is so gross. But do you see any parallel between the way he was making arguments there and the way you did earlier in this video?
I mean, honestly, yeah, I do see it, and I do understand that now. Like, I do see, like, I was pulling from that, and it's not a great policy measure, and, you know, it's not feelings, it's not how you make policy, it's how equitable and how you can still have that fairness, but still...
Serena, I'm kind of glad you're agreeing with us, but you weren't just yesterday literally retweeting praise of Tom Steyer for this statement.
I mean... At the time, I retweeted it. It's one of those, well, it's nice that you finally see it, but at the same time, like, you know, thinking about it and, you know, reflecting on it and seeing it and understanding it more, and just like coming back to reality, it's like, well, it's one of those things that long term, okay, you say this, but what will you do long term? Trans people and athletes and trans athletes.
Well, you are also retweeting posts that were mocking J.K. Rowling for the idea of defining a woman by biological female traits. But we've kind of, I mean, do you stand by that?
Yeah, that I stand by. Like, again, this is my duality here. I do not like anything. I do not like what J.K. Rowling has to say, honestly.
Okay, well, let me pull up that post that J.K. Rowling actually said. Being biologically female means having a body that is observably organized to produce large gametes, eggs, as opposed to a body organized to produce small gametes, sperm. A woman is female whether or not her eggs have been fertilized or not. A man can never be female. And that was in response to a post that said, your daily reminder that trans women are biological women. The term biological woman is made up by anti-science folk who want to other trans women. If you think that being female is strictly about the ability to get pregnant, you will invalidate cis women as well as many who aren't able to do so. So that was the original post that JK had responded to. Then you called her clinically stupid for that statement. What do you think? You stand by the idea that it's clinically stupid to define female by reproductive orientation and biology?
I mean, I don't deny biological sex exists or that reproductive biology is real. Humans are, you know, that's just how humans are. I mean, what I disagree is that the idea that men can the faith. I don't think J.K. Rowling thinks it's only
out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The back has been busy, but very little outside. That defense has been all over the running game. Don't see what they like here on third and short inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down.
Transitioning, I feel that I am a biological woman. I am biologically a female, even though I don't produce those games.
You're not. You were born biologically male.
I was born biologically male, yeah.
And your genetics.
I believe that's not my case.
You believe that you're not genetically male?
No, I believe. Sorry. I believe I was born genetically male.
Are you?
Yes.
And you acknowledge you are still genetically male.
Quarterback and his offense, just taking what the defense.
Reluctantly, yes, but I believe that I
See, this is the issue. This feels way more like an emotional problem. This seems more like an emotional problem, and I'm not trying to be mean because
no, and I'm
you
trying.
seem like a nice enough person, you really do. And so there's some debates where I really like trying to be mean. I don't want to do that here. I feel like this stems from something maybe a little bit deeper, just with you. I'm not a therapist, but if I could kind of LARP as one for just a second, I think you have maybe an issue with integrating aspects of yourself and looking at yourself as a whole person. For me, I don't have an issue integrating the fact that I'm male into my view of myself and who I am as a person. My childhood, where I come from, and what I still am is a part of my journey, just like all of it is, and what's to come is a part of my journey. And I feel like when you sort of deny parts of who you are, whether it's your biological sex, whether it's things you may have done in your past, whether it's whatever, you can't deny reality because you end up living in a way that doesn't make sense. I mean, you yourself acknowledge that you have a cognitive dissonance on this issue. And if we have a cognitive dissonance, it means we're not seeing things clearly, which definitely means we can't argue for things clearly. It definitely means we can't go up there and suggest those positions. If you yourself make that dissonance, does that make sense?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Offense will keep it on the ground.
So I guess
Just a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Push on the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll ride the back again. They'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but this is very
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Challenging play for the offense. They finished 3rd and long from 143.
that you're going to back
Drop in back with a throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side.
Can't just like give them that.
They bring them down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
You're going to see it's they'll stop on time for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Look at the pass here on the 2nd down.
I mean, it's one of those things where you spend your entire life in fear of what you will do.
Hand off to the back.
And you might need for a loss of 1.
So here comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already.
And it's
They almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Is that the word you use in regards to
The turn starts from inside the 5.
fear denial.
Stop at the
And then you said, but then you accept it and do what you want to do. I don't feel like this conversation needs to be said.
They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond back to this lead.
Did accept yourself because you still say most of the
Looking at throwing here to start the drive.
basic effort. I just
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
It's one of those things that I'm still
A completion makes it second and medium.
I guess what I would suggest is that I actually understand your fear of not being able to right, but
And here's the handoff.
They
bring it back, but that's a good play. Moves the ball off 39.
So just a
Great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Obviously, I do think that the clinging to the most radical positions on
First
this
down
debate
here for this offense.
is the most likely thing that will lead to erasure. Right? Like, will lead to public interest. Because if you tell people...
Handoff from the shotgun.
Tackling
near midfield at the 48.
Positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook will really open up on second
In
entry.
a democratic society where some degree of authority is. So it's like, if your alternative was, let trans people live, accommodate the trans community in certain ways, and we will respect your boundaries and
Same
acknowledge
tailback, another carry. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas.
You know, you're probably right, and I'm probably wrong. I mean, this is one of those things where we're holding on to something so hard, so...
So Kirk, Colorado has the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where you have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake.
I have to score. Second half.
you're here early, I'll let you in and you can shower. My dirty clothes. Put them in this bag. Leave it in the locker. I'll bring them home and wash them. Go ahead and get cleaned up. And we wait for class. Don't play off. I know. She good though. Hey, you right about that. Hey, yo, Tip, baby, I got 50 cents too. Yeah, all three at once. You know she good. Yeah, I know you good. So, at ease. Man, I hate it when the bosses creep below the 8th floor. Yeah, well, I need a moment just to unclench my asshole. Sir, the Braddock investigation. It's coming. Norris and Greg's are bringing it out. I fucking know it's coming. Commissioner Burrell had a visit first thing this morning from Secretary Denver himself, asking why one day before Pardee effort here by the rid out the like this. I didn't push it. I didn't hold it back either.
The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Fuck your falling chips. If Braddock was killed because he was a witness and we break the case one day before the primary, Royce hates us forever. And Royce might win the election. If Braddock was killed for any other reason and we break it today, then Carcetti hates our guts. And Carcetti could win. Your point. Tactical tells me we're still about 20 bodies short from leaving the polling place. I want you to detail 2 detectives to uniform election duty immediately. Let me get. Sounds good. That'll report the tactical 1300 today for election.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be.
They can pick up their wrist.
The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Let's go to school wood. Yes, sir.
Drops back, needing a third down completion.
Implementing the University of College program. This one is a 3-month
defense
of
gets these guys
been
to
to
third
the
down. They
8th
got a
grade
chance
and
to
this
get them
first
off the field, and instead they give up the
if
first
things go
down. So the clock will continue to move. And the
this morning. Hallelujah. Not a moment too soon.
Good. I'm Steiner. Better on the A&M talk shows. I thought you handled that call about the Flyers well.
Fucking Royce. You lose because of this bullshit.
You lose, we can blame it on 10 different things. Same thing if you win.
Guess who I just got off the vote with? State Civil
They're really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
We didn't actually come out and say it, but it sounds like he's ready to follow Watkins and jump the main shit.
What's the offer return?
Same thing you hold. At least 20 cases, favorite campaign for Liberty Smith. Yes, maybe even 30. You know, play ain't cheap.
There's a handoff. That produces a decent
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure the victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
second down after that run on the previous play.
English, the denominator. The numerator and the denominator switch places. Colonel said that lay down. Get to the work. That's the point.
Excuse me, Mr. President. David Bryce, Tyson, and Zenobia Dawson.
Here's the handoff. First down.
Looking for as many play calls as properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan run are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and 10 here.
Keep walking on the target. For your picture.
The shotgun handoff here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
You know I can't fuss with the endorsements, not this late out. What are we talking about? I lay back and I do what they usually do on election day. I see you all get a push on the 7th night Christmas thing, and maybe that easily elect to find down here in the red zone. Listen, I'm not for this to go.
From the shotgun, here's an inside hit. Touchdown, Buffaloes. This offense cannot be stopped. So the offense flexing real quick and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, and now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Just leave it up for that.
They're trying to add to the lead now with PAT. Extra point up and good. So the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the coverage sequence immediately brings him down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal where they find the end zone this time out. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
What a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks in, it's complete. And he moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. It's looking to run some tempo here.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Second down after the previous play.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo. Undeterred by the tackle for loss.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
We feel that this program will benefit everyone.
Going to throw it on third and very low.
You'll get those
He's going to take a shot down the left side. Breaks free down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia. Now is no time. That's what makes things a lot more
This is actual too. And everyone here has proven time and again that you for regular passing.
That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they
What makes you ready for Joker? This is pretty well. It ain't a solitary shit. So, that's what it's like. This is a whole lot of space.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. PAT is good in state trail, though. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner trying to create good field position. They tackle at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. This game just just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead and see how aggressive they get.
And you don't want to be on the call. You take it, okay, this is straight in prediction, and I get the surprising that the fail